Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Don't Be a Dick. Here with my man Big Worm. We're going to discuss tonight topics. Bottom line is, don't be a dick. We're out of the holidays into the new year. Let's kick it off right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here again. We're back. My man Big Worm in the house tonight. Worm, say hello.
Good evening.
I'm going to say we got about an average of 7 to 12 fans right now, but
I'm excited. You know what? That's probably double the number I thought.
We're growing every week. I mean, even if we're not on every week, we're still growing, and that's it. That's the bottom line.
So we should commit to once a month, and that way, if more happens, it's great. And then if it doesn't, we're not being dicks.
I'm in. I'm absolutely in, and that is a great point. So what would you like to start with this week? We have a few different topics. I'm chomping at the bit to get mine out.
So I guess, like you said, I mean, we're doing once a month and skipping a couple weeks. I'd like to rewind a little bit. And when I say rewind a little bit, we just went by Christmas. We went by New Year's, and things like that. And I see a lot of people that wait till like the day before Christmas to shop. And honestly, I think it's great because I shop by Amazon, so I don't go to too many stores. But I did find myself in a situation where I had to go to a couple stores. And number one, these places are picked clean, and I gotta imagine they don't stock like they used to, and get ready for all the masses of people that come in. And maybe I'm wrong, but it's awesome to watch people freak out about it being crowded because they waited to the last minute.
Like, it's unreasonable.
It's not alone.
Yep, it's definitely unreasonable to think that way. Because even if you go to a game, like I'm comparing it to the North game a few weeks ago. I went at 6:30, which I usually go an hour before, and I said there's not going to be any seats there, but I had no choice. When I got there was no seats, But it's my fault.
This is real. Like, you wait for the last minute, and the stuff you wanted is gone, or there's a lot of other people. Like, I mean, we all know in the Christmas time, if you don't get that stuff done before Thanksgiving, everybody else is shopping too. That's like going on Black Friday and being like, why is everybody out?
Why is there a line?
Yeah, why is there a line? Because, and I've seen some posts, and if this was you and you're watching this, I've seen some people, they're like, listen, like, I waited till the last minute, and I'm going to go out shopping. If you could do me a favor and get out of my way. I was like,
yeah, on it.
That's real. I thought that was great because it's some honesty. Like, everybody wants to be able to go out, do their thing, and go home. But you got to realize that everybody's doing that. So at the end of the day, be prepared that someone else is going to be doing the same thing as you.
Now, I'm irrational. I'm that guy that says, get the hell out of my way or something like that. But
yep,
so I'm actually the dick in this scenario because I don't buy anyone anything. So I don't shop. That's how you kill all the birds with one stone.
Fair. Dude, Amazon, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm not saying I'm on a first name basis with the Amazon guy, but like, if I was ever to get married, I might invite him. But like, I spend more time with the Amazon guy than I do like some of my actual friends.
Yep. I get it. The holidays weren't that bad this year. It wasn't, kind of flew by, just a regular year,
I love the holidays, like family gets together, everything along those lines. It seems like all the petty shit, the little stuff gets wiped away. Everybody, like, and I'll go even as far as saying into the new year, it's like you get a reset. Again, I talk about posts and things like that. I've seen a lot of people putting up posts for New Year's, like if you did me wrong, if you owe me any money, if you owe me whatever, like, it's new, I forgive you. But also remember, if I owe you money, same thing. Yeah. Like, just going through the paces of being like New Year. So people that know me, like, I've never been New Year, new me, things like that. I support it. I support everybody that wants to go New Year, new me. I got a lot of goals this year. And one of my goals for this year, and we'll be on record with this, is like to get back in some kind of shape. Now, not necessarily do what I did before at the gym, but like at least something. My hashtag for this year is like 45 and I'm still alive. So like we're here, and gonna aim to put some years into this on the other side, and to do that is to be healthy and things like that. I know a lot of people that go to the gym regularly, this is their least favorite time of the year. This is when like the gym's packed and you see everybody come in that really has no clue what they're doing. And some people go in and just go full,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's like you're looking at them like, dude, you're gonna get hurt. What are you doing? Like, talk to somebody. Read the label on the machine.
Yeah.
It'll tell you how to use it. Just like slow down a little. Like, especially if you want some like long-term goals. Like, you're not going to the gym 3 times and losing 300 pounds and like it's consistency. Like the whole like 21 days, like you create a habit, go for a month, go for longer, and create your rhythm. But people that go to the gym regularly, like now, like, all right, so they go in and they have a rhythm. They have a time they go. The machines are normally open. They have a whole flow. All of a sudden, like that flow is disrupted,
Right.
and on a huge level, especially if you're going to the commercial gyms and stuff like that. You're not going to some underground spot. You're going to somewhere where everybody just signed up.
Yeah.
The gym loves it. They're about to get a bunch of people that pay for 6 months, show up for 3 weeks, and get paid. But there's like the people that are showing up, don't be a dick. The people that are already at the gym, like, don't be a dick. And that's probably the harder one, because the people that are showing up to say, hey, like, new year, new me, and this is my New Year's resolution, and we're gonna get after it. A lot of them have no clue what they're doing.
Right.
And they don't want to ask. Like, go ahead and ask. Have a conversation. Like, don't. And I mean, the other part is like, you got the selfie, ding ding ding, like, go set up the whole like, I'm gonna take 75 pictures of me at the gym. I'm gonna do 3 reps and I'm gonna go home. Like, you killed it. If you didn't post it, it didn't happen, right?
You killed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and actually start stepping foot into a gym probably in February, because I don't want to. I'm going to avoid the January rush, and I'm over here telling everybody else don't be a dick. I'm gonna sidestep it and wait a month, and then enter in and see what we can do. I got goals of taking some tons off, and just trying to be a better me. Obviously, there's other goals. I love this time of year for the reset. I love this time of year for the goals. It's refreshing to hear a bunch of people say like, this is what I want to do. And my thing is like, put a goal out there, write it down, put it somewhere in front of you. If you go to work, put it on a piece of paper on your desk. If you work from home, same thing. Wherever you can look at that, repetitively throughout the course of the day, I think that's going to be huge. But this is the time of the year when like everybody has a agenda.
Yeah.
I like it. Let's go.
I definitely get it. I did this year. Actually, last year I set a 5-year goal, 5-year plan. So this would be year 2 now of the podcast and all that. I think I'm ahead of the schedule here, but you never know. I got to keep pounding, but very
getting ahead of the schedule is awesome. Stay there. Don't slack because you're in the lead. That's keep your pedal on the metal, man.
It's happened. It's happened before.
Yeah.
But it's all up to us. You know what I mean? Nobody can do it for us. We're gonna do it ourselves. That's the bottom line.
So, I feel like I'm gonna probably set you up for the spike here on the volley, but like we had a football game today with the Patriots. We played a pretty interesting team this week.
Indeed, This is great. This is probably the most controversial thing I've ever talked about, probably on record. Yeah.
Oh,
What do we do about fantasy football? Nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to talk about it. But there's probably, I mean, there's millions of dollars involved. Not listen, and don't take it the wrong way. If the guy was still in a coma, and it's very serious, what happened? What I don't like is nothing is consistent.
no.
People are getting their points. People are. I mean, so now you're not a fantasy football guy, so I'll explain it like the long way.
I've dabbled, but like I'm not
This
I'm not winning championships, anything else like that. I've played fantasy football for fun, and people get mad. I'm the guy that, like, whether it's football or playing cards or whatever, like I beat to my own drum. And people are like, why would you do something like that? Why would you play that guy? Who's this guy on your bench? Like, dude, stop.
so
I do these things for fun.
the thing is, if your player gets hurt, you don't get the points that he would have scored. Right. And now I have two different scenarios because I was in two different leagues. One league gave me just the points that he scored, which is like 2 because it happened so early in the game.
Yep.
Another league gave my opponent their full points that they were projected to get. So instead of 2,
I got a question. Full points for the team or full points for the player?
for the player.
Any player on that team or just the player that is
Any
out?
player on either team that was playing that night that they didn't get to finish the game.
They
So-
got their projected points.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How often do players get their projected points when you're playing fantasy football?
Now, never. It's got to be like the lowest percentage ever. I don't even know how to come up with that number.
Right.
But I mean, it's always either, it's way less of the time it's above the projection. They don't score above the projection.
I mean, I'll start at like the whole beginning of this is like, I hope that dude's okay.
Yeah.
I got people asking like, is he going to play football again? Oof.
Right. And I get it. It wasn't appropriate to talk about it until he was up, awake, okay. I mean, if the man had died, God forbid, I mean, you don't ever play the game. You don't even talk about it. But I mean, this scenario, not that it's even any better that he's up. I mean, it's still kind of a sensitive conversation to have, but you have to have
I
it.
got another layer of questions here because is football getting more dangerous or is something else happening?
It's the people are just evolving into bigger, stronger, faster athletes. And they're
Okay.
the best equipment in the world, which they're trying to make safer. I think
So
that's
you're saying evolution and we're just like, now we're bigger,
mean-
faster, stronger?
you have 300-pound men that are running 4.4, 4.5 40s, even faster than that.
Yes.
You got safeties that are just rocket bowling balls that crush people. That's what that position does.
Because
And-
I mean, if we go back a little bit, we had a dude go out with a concussion, and like I honestly thought we were going to watch somebody like actually on field not make it, and then to have a Monday night football game where we have cardiac arrest, like okay, like what's happening? Like what
it's just
when it comes like why are these things happening versus like what's going on?
you have to get yourself so mean to play the sport, to especially defense, that
Yep.
these guys are going hard. And I don't know how you really slow them down. These guys they're getting fined. They're not,
Yes.
and that was really a freak accident. I mean, that can
Sure.
happen to anybody. Like what happened to him? He didn't even get hit. He hit. You know
Yes.
what I mean? T. Higgins. It was crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. You've seen guys run through the whole running backs. I mean, that happens all the time. Just this one freak time, But like you said, glad he's awake and up. It seems like he's going to make a full recovery. And
So that this dude woke up and said, "Did we win? Like who won the game?"
who won the game? And
Did you hear what,
that's
did you hear
hard.
what the doctor said to him?
You won the game of life. Yeah,
Like you
Yeah.
did, dude.
that is.
you did.
Yep. And they ran the ball back today in the first play of the game. The Bills. A lot of people are questioning. I see on social media, was it set up or whatever. We have playoff implications, so and we got
I honestly like the media stuff like that. So I'll go a step further. Where are you at on the QB situation? Who's your vote for QB for the Patriots?
I don't know if I'm ready to visit this yet.
All right. Well, we'll go with too soon. Too soon.
It's got to be Bailey. I don't know. They can't really let Mac act the way he did this year. It doesn't align with Belichick. It doesn't align with the fans. It doesn't align.
I'll go a step further, and so it's not asking you if you're watching this. If you're one of our 7 fans,
yeah.
if you're one of our 7 views, if you're one of the people watching this right now, go in the comment and tell me who who's your QB right now for the Patriots. Like, is Mac your guy?
I'm going to give you what's going to happen. Now this, I'll give you. I know it. Brady's coming back. There's no way that he's not coming back. I'm going to say it right now. He's not.
We going with you heard it here first. We going with that?
Yeah. No, I think a few people are out there with it, but he's coming back here. Yep. So is Edelman. So is Danny Amendola. So is Gronk. Yep. They're all coming back.
Gronk's not coming back. I believe you on all the rest of them.
There was an article today, a quote. He loves to mess with the media. I like it, but
I know he does. But he's not leaving his booth job right now. His booth job is
But to play with Brady, that's a movie. That's a movie. If they all come back and do it again for the Pats, it's a movie. Amendola's down. Edelman said that's the only way he would ever come back.
Yes.
Gronk wouldn't be able to say no, would he? If they all came back.
I'm gonna stand my ground on that one. I don't think Gronk comes back, but I'm actually with you 100% as far as everything I'm reading, hearing, social media, the whole nine. Especially that Brady's single, and well, I don't know if he's dating at this point in time. I'll say, but like the divorce thing, it seems like his wife was a major piece in the turmoil of him in New England.
What just happened, she sounds, I don't want to get too deep into it, but she sounds like she was the problem. She moved across the street from him. Obviously, he might have been cool with that for the kids or whatever. But you really want to live across the street from your ex-wife? And who knows how long they've been separated, I guess. But she pops out with a new couple boyfriends right after, it's like
instantly, like, hey, I got a new man. Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, not that she's not an attractive woman, whatever, but like, this ain't somebody you were dating. You know, like chicks do that. Like they try and, like, you guys break up. Like, I'm gonna date like probably your homie and and show you what's up. Like,
always.
I'll say this, dudes do it too. Like, it becomes the petty games of whatever. I don't want it to turn into somebody being like, oh, chicks do it. Dudes do it too. Like, you get mad and you're trying to get back at somebody, but like, they were married, they have kids. This is a different scenario. Like you said, like, move in across the street. That's weird.
Yeah.
And just some of the things that have come out, and granted, it's media. I'm not in their house. I'm not hanging out with these people. I have no idea. Like, every story we hear is the telephone game, 7 people deep.
Right.
So, but that it's even coming out and actually a possibility that he may come back to the Pats is like, really hits me in the, like, was she part of the problem? Is she the reason he left the Pats in the first place? Is she even part of the reason why he had a slight decline there? There is some happy wife, happy life. And if she was not happy with him being here or just being in New England, they didn't need to move right off the rip. As soon as that was done, house sold, out.
Right.
I don't think she wanted to be in New England, and I think that may have been a larger piece than a lot of people even consider.
Yeah, she wanted him in Miami or close to Miami. The whole
that's
time
for her, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, we're gonna. I don't know if you're gonna.
Let's go. What do we got this week?
Berkshire Imperial Mocha Porter. So
what's the part?
My friend of mine brought these by. He works there, so I wanted to shout these things out because they got some great IPAs. This one's a little different. I'm a Guinness guy, so I like it, and it definitely has some coffee. I don't know if there's straight up coffee in it, which actually coffee house porter brewed with chocolate. I'm gonna go with yeah. There's got to be some coffee in here. It's good, and if you like these type of things, I'm gonna tell you go for it.
I started a national beef with Narragansett because they discontinued their porter like right in the middle of a good run for me. That's all I was drinking at the bar. It was like Guinness, and it was like $2. It was 24 ounces, I think, or whatever.
Yep.
And 22 ounces or something. I don't know, but they discontinued it, and I actually beefed with them online, and they answered. And they ended up going. They're like, nope, this is the one we're replacing it with. Eat shit. So I didn't really win, but I did beef.
You won because they replied. You may not have won the war, but like that battle, they replied. I'll give you that.
I made noise. It still hasn't been back yet. That was like 15 years ago, I'd say. But
so Narragansett's the high neighbor.
Yeah.
The bumper stickers or whatever. I got a couple of those around here. I don't know if you've seen the one. I got one in the yard on the tree. I made a sign and it has the high neighbor.
That's awesome.
There's more to that story than meets the eye, but
I'm sure there is. It's great. Yeah, that'll be on Don't Be a Dick After Hours.
That's me being a dick.
Yeah. Phenomenal. I love it. Absolutely love it. So
we're out here telling people not to be a dick, but every once in a while it happens.
By expressing when we realize we were.
This is like the real thing about Don't Be a Dick is like at some point in time reel it in. Everybody's gonna have their moments like, oh wait, shit. All right, reel it in. Bring it back.
Yep. Agree 100%. So we've seen, I know you're not a baseball guy either, but this is another one people are talking about. Red Sox signed Rafi Devers. Now the Red Sox have been huge dicks this last year, over the past couple of years actually. So props to them.
A lot of my friends that were diehard Red Sox fans, I think, are having a problem with the team at this point in time because they've let some, we'll say, key players just roll out.
Yeah. But to make money for this, to make room to sign Rafi, I suppose, because they could sign everybody and it would be fine. They have plenty of money. But to let Xander Bogaerts go he's a fan favorite. He was that guy. Yes. World champion.
He
let him go.
He also was playing well. I don't understand. And granted, you kind of hit it. Like I'm as far as sports go, I try and keep up enough to be able to have educated conversations. But like from what I understand, is this dude was like basically almost the heart of the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't have a bad season. Like there was no reason to get rid of this guy.
Other than money. And the only other thing is they have talent coming up in the minor leagues. Last year they used their number 3 pick, I think it was, shortstop that they needed. Marcel Meyer, I think his name is. Marcel.
Well, what did getting like realistically? Are we going to be in a better position because we got rid of one of our better players?
I don't think so. They needed to sign Raphael. He's younger. I mean, we're talking about $300 million, and Xander, I believe, wanted $400 million or something. I guess you need one or the other at some point. Now they're going to try to, pay a little less for the other positions. We have Trevor Story who plays short. He's old, but
yep.
I don't know.
Man, I'm at a point where I couldn't even list off five players at this point. Like this is but I keep hearing people be like they're messing up big time.
We'll see. They need pitching. That's the thing. They also let Michael Walker go. He's a veteran, just came back from injury, but yeah, you know what? Did we talk about that the last time too? People blaming Green Street. I mean, blaming the Woo Sox for Green Street. People leaving.
Yeah, we did all that.
I did get the inside track on that, and it's exactly what I said it was. People developing for the stadium, not like people other businesses. These people are getting paid, is what I'm saying. They're not losing money and they have to shut their doors. It's not how it is. But also, did you catch the live I did the other night with Jeffrey Esper from your hometown, Oxford?
So are we talking about your Ziggy bombs?
Unreal.
How many did he eat?
8.
That's wild.
8. And not only just 8, the 8 specialty subs that he has.
What kind of time frame we talking?
God, Jeremy, 24 minutes, and he ate 8. 8.
Is he okay?
He wasn't even winded. He didn't sweat. He was still talking, explaining, like, still.
I got friends that say they can't eat a whole large. Like they tap out after the half the sub.
I ate half before he got there, because I was sitting in the booth.
I gotta give a shout out to a Facebook group, and it's gonna be one of those like backhanded. So this is I'm gonna apologize up front, because Worcester Eats.
Oh my God!
All a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, you know what? You're 100% right. You're 100% right. I mean, it's famous now, like that.
Worcester Eats, everybody's talking shit, and they got people like members are like people are adding to this group daily, and I don't think people are from Worcester that are coming into this group. It is wild. Like it doesn't matter if you put a review there and say this is the best place ever, or if this place is dog shit.
Yeah.
Like every single post in that group gets hate. They're like,
it's funny when someone new comes in and drops like a real question us on a real like review and
like, hey, just moved to the area, looking for a place to take my wife.
Yeah.
You weren't ready. You ain't ready. He ain't ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's bad in there. It's bad. You guys.
I got friends like on one side being like, all right, so I got to stay here for the shit show. I got other people like, how do we get to an actual food group that'll give you real recommendations and not like just get shit on?
Yeah. Yep.
I got to give Ziggy a shout out on that, because like, a lot of people come at him pretty hard in that group, and his replies are pretty on point. Dude, it's just like, hey, if it's not your thing, like, cool.
So at the end, he's telling Jeffrey Espo what happened, because me and him were shooting the shit about all that. And I said, dude, you handle people perfectly. Like he answers everybody, good or bad. Yeah. He's never a dick. He tells the truth most of the time. I mean, all the time, as far as I know. And
there was one specific one where there was a person complaining he doesn't have enough options.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
I was like, what? Like, this is not your restaurant. You don't get to choose what he has for options. And every Hell's Kitchen episode I've ever watched has led me down the road of don't have 7 million things on your menu.
Right.
It's like when they do the bar rescue bullshit, the other guy, like, he comes in, the first thing he says is like, what's your menu? Like, oh, you got 17 things on it? We're going to knock that down to 4. Like, and you're going to do those mint. Like, I've watched so, like, whether it's bar rescue, it's Hell's Kitchen, it's whatever, when they go in and take over your restaurant, almost the first thing they do is take the menu and slash it in half.
Yep.
We're also talking about a dude that started